The battles continue here at the end of the road for the SHISEIDO Tahiti Pro presented by Outer Known. Men's semifinals in the water. Leonardo Fioravanti versus Jack Robinson for a spot in the final. Also in the equation, beginning of the heat here, still no waves ridden, open priority to the surfers. Deepest here, we're going to go with Fioravanti, pulls in, travels through that section. Fioravanti with a strong start up against Jack Robinson. That's what Leo's been doing this entire event.
And he's behind it, right? And there was a frothy section. He had to go over the top of it. It stays hollow, and he exits out of it super clean. Judges like when you exit out of a barrel super clean, and the depth that he had there. He disappeared from view. I guess the only critical element there, maybe make the cutback, but hey, all the points right there. Nice long barrel too, very technical. It wasn't an easy one, as you had mentioned. So great work there for Leo Fioravanti. Looking into it, see that little chandelier there? It didn't even affect him. He was able to tuck right underneath it. That part there, the whitewater grabbing his rail, and he is foam riding on that whole time and comes out. Centering himself over the top of that board, keeping the momentum, heading to the channel. He's been doing it all event long. And this feels like it's going to be a bigger number. Like, we're going to see a great start for Leo.
Beat Kaoli Voss in the quarterfinals. Jack Robinson on the answer back here, pumps, pulls up on the rail, and Jack answers back.
Right back. Can he pull the move off? A little point of difference. Nope. So challenging just to hit that whitewater and somehow keep your board controlled underneath your feet. But a great answer to Leo's first wave.
Another look, Pete.
Deep. Cleaner on the face, had to go through that foam ball, so didn't have quite the same cleanliness in the exit, but a little cleaner wave, right? So a little different style of wave. And just slam dunk, right? Drops straight into it. Such great technique. See how he's able to weave his board. We talk about the hula hoop, but Jack does it in a way that's very subtle. He doesn't actually see his hips really move. He's able to just kind of use his knees and his rail.
And he's gone.
Absolutely gone. You know, and I think that's where, again, the point of difference in these two waves from Leo to Jack, I mean, it feels like they're pretty even to me just watching it again. Now Jack, a little foamy one here, but again, executing such great technique. You know, he's going to get himself a backup number, get himself the lead. He didn't have priority, so he's done well here to get a backup number in case this wave heat goes flat. But look at this. Just see how he has such different ways to figure out the speed. You know, the pumping without grabbing the rail. Once he gets in there, maximizing by slowing down. He makes it look so smooth and easy. There's flow to his way he executes this backhand barrel riding. And that's what makes him so special, and the fact that he has so many different ways to go about it. And Leo, you know what? He's fighting back. He's been actually showcasing the same kind of style. These guys have been basically sparring partners since they were youngsters. You know, they had shared the same sponsor.
Digital scoring, but also the replays that happen up in the judges' tower, so they can really dial in the numbers. Jack Robinson going again under priority, stretching two, pulls high, and finds the exit there, squares off the bottom, hooks it off the top. A little release off the tail there for Jack Robinson. We'll see if he betters that 5.33.
Feels like it to me. Again, a very technical barrel, but he just filleted that one at the end. I love it. Taking a look here, inside, little runner, it had the inside ledge, but then goes into that deeper water, flattens out, but he comes out of the top of it, and look at this, just slicing. Beautiful section there, bunch of power. This place is so rad because you have so much power under your feet. When you do get a section to turn in, it feels really good. Watching that technique again, comes out, not the most cleanly exit, but when you add this to the element to it, I love it. So it feels like an improvement to me. Utilizing the sitting outside of priority, being able to try and build by just taking little inside waves.
You talked about the gyration and the hula hoop on the backhand. We could see this in the slow-mo of the manipulation in the barrel that Jack Robinson's able to pull off.
And more instinct to get out of that. He saw what was happening in that barrel. It was going to go tight, and so he made sure that he stayed right up in the very top of the corner. But that right there, that turn was epic. All that speed, all release.
You were messaging me at 4:30. Leo in the barrel. Can he find an exit? And not doing so. Now advantage to Jack Robinson, the lead, and Jack's going to control the priority in this final 10.5 minutes. Robinson with priority. Leo up the reef. As predicted, Leo's going to take that position. Let's see if he can make something out of this one. Has to move down the line, and no, just repositioning for Leo Fioravanti. So we'll see if he employs the same tactics. Semifinal number 2. We still got semifinal number 1 to talk about here. 5 minutes, 20 seconds on the countdown. Here goes Leo. Eases off the bottom, and that one, again, just goes a bit wide and off the reef. Look at Leo just paddling, trying to get Jack to bite on this one. Fioravanti pulls in, long stretching barrel, really needs to travel through here, and that wave just spins off without an exit for Leo Fioravanti.
And this is good strategy, right? I mean, Jack understands what he needs to do. He's not going to take off on a wave unless he feels that he's going to better a score.
And here he goes, pulls up, pulls in, and pulls out. J.Robinson, again, just brilliant surfing. And you know what? Another snap on the backhand too. Let's see if he betters that 5.43.
I would say yes, Kaipo. There was a nice throaty element to that one. He identified it. Again, great, perfect technique. Was able to do it with ease. It wasn't super difficult per se, but the wave had the juice in it, had the meatiness to it. You see that where it's just drawing off the reef, nice and hollow, comes out with the spit at the exact same time, and why not throw down some carves and a snap just to add a little extra to it. Look at that technique. He basically said that this was the wave. He didn't even think about trying to block. It was like, oh, no, I'm going to improve on this one, and he understood that.
Semifinal number 2, in the water when we return, Baron Mamiya, Gabriel Medina. Stick around.